Speaking about how you're a mixed media artist, you utilize lots of different materials in each piece, sometimes using them in unconventional ways, like using a linoleum block on the surface of a piece as a relief. Can you tell us a little bit about how you work conceptually, how you work physically in the studio?
You know, it's really a strange thing. It's like, I love all materials. I have a studio full of all different things I've collected, find, I buy. I come from being a traditional artist. I come from painting, printmaking, photography, classic painting with oil on canvas. That's my training. As I went along, I started to see how the connections between, let's say, printmaking and painting are.
Yeah.
Now, you asked me, like, how do I get to a point where I saw linoleum block printing as sculptural relief? Well, I've done through the years countless amounts of printmaking, every type, lithography, woodcut, printmaking. Yeah, I mean, it's all integrated into my vision. After doing so many linoleum cuts through the years, which I love linoleum because it's such a forgiving medium. It's like you go through it, it's beautiful. I mean, you can really lay it out in a very graphic way. I collected many plates that I had done through years. I started to see the connections between all of them, and I realized, I said, I can do something very transformative. I can take those blocks and I can create a low relief sculpture from them.
Yeah.
I started to lay it out in a composition. I laid it out, I then went back, I started to paint into them and glaze them as I would glaze an oil painting. Suddenly something magical happened. It was, oh my God, I said, the integrity and just the beauty of what these blocks are by themselves are almost, if not more exciting than the actual print that comes off them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like something happened. And if you go and you take a good look, you see, like, I went back and I detailed them, I painted, connected, and something really magical happened. So then it started to occur to me, you know, as long as I've created it from the ground up, and that goes for all my work, there's nothing in my work that is artificial in the sense that I'm not one to take junk from the street or, you know, stick leaves or garbage that I find.
There's intention.
I'm not going to do that because for me, my language comes from building everything from the ground up. So I have to create it. I have to build it from the surface. So every image, every color, every glaze, it all comes from a starting point. And those linoleum cuts come from a starting point too, because they once had nothing on them. I'm the one that cut those images. I drew it, I cut it, I painted it. So it's really the same process for me as I would do in doing a regular sculpture, let's say out of wax, or I would do one of my oils where I do many transparent glazes. It all comes from the same point, which is that I come from the tradition of being what artists started out to be. It's all about drawing. It all starts with drawing. It all leads to painting. It all leads to some connective tissue. Concept and technique are all integrated. If not, well, that's every artist's word, mine too. So for me, especially in the mixed media works, I work especially hard to make sure it all connects together. Yeah. Because it's in those mixed medias that really you can get disjointed and you can fail a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that's where I really work hard to make sure that it conceptually it has to work together.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Take a look at the oiler.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about, you know, I really learned by being a painter from doing oils. Just oil taught me so much because, you know, I really wanted to learn how to glaze.
Yeah.
And for me, that traditional technique of glazing brought me to so many new realizations of where I can push the medium.
Which your best, you love very much, which picture or which, sorry, the oiler
Well,
paint?
you know, I'm not even going to go there because, you know, they're all my babies. So I can't go there. You know, that's, you asked that question, you ask, you know, that's for the audience to, you know, for me, I can't say.
Yeah, our Western, the opening have lots of choice, you know, I like this, oh, I like that. So, you know, I know.
That's for the audience and the collector. You know, it's like, as she says, like, you know, which child do I like the best? And I might have one that I like the best, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, that's a secret, and Todd, understand?